Hi everyone, Matt Stuart here with Coldwell Banker Ronan Realty, here to talk to you about the February 2022 stats. As you can see, the market's starting to do a little bit of shifting, and we're going to talk about that as we divulge into the pricing. And then I'm going to give you a take at the end what I think is going to happen kind of going through our spring market into summer. And then again, if you have any questions about the market or what your home's worth, feel free to reach out to me below. All right, we're going to go into the stats now. All right guys, so talking about Simcoe County right now, last month in February, we saw the average purchase price sit around 1.232 million. That's a 26% increase from year over year. We saw 256 properties sold and 464 new listings. As a whole, comparing year over year, we're seeing that as a drop in 41% in properties sold and 21% in new listings. Right now, we're seeing less inventory as the market's kind of doing a little bit of a correction. And we're gonna see things kind of change, I think, going into the spring market. It's still gonna be really good. We're still sitting on a lack of inventory. Interest rates are still really low, even though they're starting to bump up slowly. So I think we'll have a really strong spring market, and we might see a little bit of a slowdown in the summer months, but that is very typical in the ebbs and flows of the real estate market. We have the Innisfil market right now. You're sitting at $1,061,000 is the average purchase price. That's up 21% year over year. Still a very strong market. We have low inventory. As we jump across to Barrie, you're sitting at $963,000. That's a 36% increase year over year. That's some really big growth in that market. And then 259 properties sold and 340 new listings. Both those numbers are down. I like to cover that in Barrie because it is such a big market in our area. Highway access, schools, hospitals. So seeing low inventory there and the purchase price jumping up is just showing how good of an investment that market is. As we go over to Midland, $672,000 was the average purchase price. Year over year, that's only a 4.5% increase. Penetanguishene saw $696,000 as the average purchase price. You're up 17% year over year. Still some good growth. Not a lot of new listings in that pocket, but as winter starts to subdue and spring comes in, I think we're gonna see a peak in that market. As we go over to Wasaga Beach, $864,000 is the average purchase price, up 32% year over year. That market tends to start picking up in the spring and then starts to curb a little in the summertime and has a really strong fall market. As we look over to Collingwood area, we're looking at the market there showing the average purchase price sitting around $966,000. That's a 21% increase year over year. And as we go over to the border of Collingwood and Blue Mountains, that market saw a huge increase. And again, Blue Mountains has a lot of big chalet properties. It does have rural properties, farms, so the prices do start to fluctuate there. The pricing this month was 1.594. That's your average. That's a 91% increase year over year. Again, keep in mind those markets start to fluctuate based on the type of properties that do sell. As we go over to Clearview, again, this market has a couple small towns in it, as well as a lot of rural farm properties, and there are some big estates that are included. The average purchase price there is $1.211 million. So again, 44% increase year over year. As we look over to the Meaford area, $901,000 is your average purchase price for February 2022. We have 19% increase year over year. Strong growth in that market. Less inventory there as it's a small town, but it's starting to grow, so really good for positive pricing there. As we look over to Oro-Medonte, you're sitting at 1.351 is your average purchase price. That market's seen some really good growth, 43% year over year. And then we come across to Springwater, which 1.450 is your average sale price. There's a lot of rural farms, estate style homes like Midhurst, Menacing, those subdivisions, so those help to bring the prices up. So sitting at 55% year over year, that's a lot of strong growth in that market. And as we go lastly to Tiny Beaches area, $922,000 is your average purchase price. Year over year, that's a 25% increase. A pretty strong increase in that market. Again, waterfront properties, there are farm properties, and then anything close to any of the really popular beaches are selling for really, really good money right now. All right, everyone, that's the stats for February 2022. As you can see across the board, we're seeing increase in prices year over year. As you know, since basically 2020, COVID starting, we've seen a very strong market. A lot of prices increasing 20, 30, 40%. The year over year growth has been pretty substantial. And again, we're seeing it right now, 20 to 40% kind of across the board. If you have any questions about the market or you're interested in buying, selling, or just want to have a conversation, feel free to reach out to me below. If you have any questions either about what you think is going to happen or if interest rates, anything like that, let me know. I know a lot of professionals in those businesses. I can direct you to them. I think my take for what's going to happen through the spring market is we're going to see strong, solid pricing. I think it's going to be a little more sensitive, so homes that are overpriced are going to sit in the market and you're going to see a couple price reductions. Buyers, if you're looking to get in the market, now is going to be a great time. They're predicting rates to kind of go up for the next 2 years consistently, probably 100 basis points this year and possibly 100 next year. So if you're looking to get in, lock in at that 5-year fixed, or even go with the variable right now, and as they rise, you can lock in. Now is a really good opportunity to buy. Again, homes are reducing in prices, they're doing adjustments, and they're not moving as quickly. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me below. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.